So Dan, welcome. I appreciate the time to talk to you today. We're coming off of the Open Networking Summit here. There was a lot of excitement and a lot of energy around software-defined networking and OpenFlow. And I understand that that's something you've been working quite closely with the ONF on in terms of promoting it. So I thought maybe you could give a little bit of background on your role at ONF and how you see that organization really helping transform the industry with software-defined networking.
Sure. I'm glad to be here, Daniel. It's nice to see you again. This was also the first anniversary since the public launch of the Open Networking Foundation. And I've been a full-time employee of ONF since we launched. So I am doing this full-time. It's what I'm really embedded in right now. And it's been a very exciting time in this year to see the industry excitement and take-up of the concepts of software-defined networking and the instantiation via the OpenFlow protocol.
Okay, great. So, I think for, the audience, there's a lot of different definitions around software-defined networking and maybe even some confusion as to the difference between OpenFlow or how it fits into software-defined networking. Maybe you could provide your perspective on what software-defined networking is and then how OpenFlow fits into that.
Sure. First of all, OpenFlow is what I consider essentially a subset of software-defined networking, but the essential part of software-defined networking is to be able to use software to directly program network operation, really using ordinary programming languages by ordinary programmers and ordinary servers running ordinary operating systems from really one vantage point. So you can actually program the network to do what you want it to do directly.
So in other words, making it more flexible, it sounds like.
Well, one of the consequences is that the network becomes more flexible, more easily tailored to the needs of the users and the applications, and I think most importantly, more tailored to the business ends of the companies that are deploying it.
Okay, great. And outside of OpenFlow, what else is there around software-defined networking, or how do you see that evolving? Other aspects of that?
I think the real value is in what you can build on top of the OpenFlow protocol. That is where customers are going to take products and use them for specific purposes. Let me give you a couple of examples. A lot of enterprises today are facing a situation of what they call bring your own device, BYOD. Yep. People want to take their own tablets, their own smartphones, their own laptops into the office and use them. So how does the IT department manage this? How do they provide the services that the employee needs, and how do they mitigate the risks to the enterprise and to the network from these devices? Well, with a software-defined network, you can actually have very precise access control. You can regulate what services, even what printers an employee can get to, even with what device. And you can have a blanket rule that doesn't require knowledge of the specific topology of the network and just apply it through the software. And then when somebody comes in from wherever they are in your Wi-Fi network or they're plugged into the Ethernet, the policy will apply to them really transparently to all those involved.
Well, I appreciate your time today to discuss this. It sounds like a lot of exciting things going on in the network, and I'm looking forward to it.
Well, so am I. We're thrilled to see more and more implementations, more and more deployments, more vendors offering products and more service providers offering services based on this really remarkable technology that I think will really make a difference to the end users.
And it sounds like a lot of great success you've had in the last year, but a lot more work as you go forward. So
that's always the price of success, is more work.
Very good. Great. Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome, Daniel. Nice to be here.